In fact, if you think about God's love is the answer to every single fear that we see in Genesis 3. When you learn to live in God's love, that person with whom you're in a relationship, it's okay for them to be exposed because you're going to accept them exactly how they are, regardless of what it is that they're trying to hide. When they expose themselves, when they say, this is the real me, you're going to say, the real you is okay. My love for you isn't contingent on what you look like. It's not contingent on who you are. It's contingent on my decision to love you no matter what. That's what it means to learn to live in God's love. That's the love a mother has for their children. Doesn't matter how ugly you are. Doesn't matter whether you're in jail, not in jail. I'm going to continue to love you. That's living in God's love, and that fuels our relationships. That's the answer to not having to cover up. That it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter where you may find yourself in your life. You don't have to hide. You don't have to present your social media life to me. You don't have to present only your best selves. When you're living in God's love and giving that person with whom you're in a relationship that kind of love, you invite them into a place of authenticity. You invite them into a place where it's okay to be who you are. And in that kind of security and trust zone, that's where love flourishes. That's where relationships really grow. So you learn to live in God's love. God's love means that we're accepted. We don't have to fear disapproval. That even if we screw it up, even if we've done all these wrong, that it's okay, that you can be forgiven. You can take responsibility for the things that you've done wrong, and it's not going to end my relationship with you. So like a father to a son, even though you messed up, even though you did what you shouldn't have done, that's not going to mean you're no longer my son. It's not going to mean you're no longer my daughter. It doesn't mean you're no longer my spouse. I still love you. You don't have to shift the blame. You don't have to become critical. You're living in God's love. You can be who you are. You can take responsibility without the fear of being destroyed. And when you learn to live in God's love, you are no longer trying to control other people. You're no longer trying to use other people to meet your needs. What you're doing is you're using yourself to meet the needs of other people. Instead of trying to control other people, you're laying down that authority, you're laying down your position, and you're leveraging yourself for the good of others. And so that kills the fear of not being in control.